I'm Sylvia Gordon.
And I'm Rebecca Gordon. And I have this warning. Stop using GoodRx and silver sneakers because you're feeding your competitor all your clients' information.
Stay tuned. We will explain that and tell you more things you missed in insurance this week. Let's start off with a company we're not supposed to say their name. A large Medicare Advantage company. We're not supposed to say their name. So
Can we call them Aetna?
Can't say their name.
Okay. I'm not saying anybody's name.
They announced last week that they are going to require prior authorization for all cataract surgery. Cataract surgery.
Super common.
Everybody eventually gets it.
Right. What is cataract surgery? Or what are cataracts?
It's the clouding of your lens. Okay.
You know, pets get cataracts.
Right. So, and I never wore sunglasses because I always had regular glasses. So I couldn't wear sunglasses and I didn't have, so I never wore sunglasses my whole life until now I can afford prescription sunglasses.
Okay.
So, but people like you, the blue-eyed people, get it quicker. And if you live long enough, you're going to get cataracts. So it's something you should be well versed in as an agent because all of your clients will get cataracts and they're going to have questions about cataracts.
Okay. So we typically see people getting the surgery in the past about 72, right?
The average age is 72.
And so our mom had it in her early 60s.
So I'm glad she never watches any of our stuff because I talk about all her private HIPAA.
I know, Mom has no idea.
All the time. I always talk about her.
You know, she is having a new part on Monday.
I know, don't talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Right, okay. But at any rate, so, we were asking her mom, like, why are you getting it now? Or,
yeah, she got it.
Is it
she got
really
it,
bad?
She got it young.
And her response was, no, it's just kind of bugging me a little bit, but why should I wait? I'm kind of inconvenienced with it. Why wait till it gets bad? I'm going to go have the surgery, which is why this carrier
is saying, hey.
We cannot do that.
So they published in the Journal of American Medicine Association, JAMA. I don't know if look it up. Look it up. I'm trying to cite my source.
It sounds good.
They said that about 20% of the cataract surgeries they paid for were unnecessary. And I think it was people like Mom.
Right.
That it wasn't bad enough that it really needed treated, but she was like, let's just get it over with.
Right.
And they want to say, no, let's wait until it's bad.
Right.
Not to be morbid, but they're playing the game that a certain amount of people will die and never need it. I mean, that's whatever. Okay, it's just reality, right? If you own the insurance company, you'd feel the same way.
Oh, absolutely. So Dad is going to get his, and he's almost 87.
Yeah. So Mom got hers at like 65, 66.
She's the problem.
And she has blue eyes. Yeah, so
beautiful blue eyes.
Okay.
Which is where mine came from.
I have Dad's eyes. Green eyes. If we're doing close-up. So I think you'll get some negative kickback about that whenever something's in the news like that. That's negative. But just because this first company did it, doesn't mean everybody else is not going to follow suit. Right.
If it makes sense to them, their actuaries are like, we're noticing a trend here in some unnecessary expense. Other ones
They're the first ones to stick their head up out of the hole and say, hey. And the doctors want the money now. They don't want it to be terrible. So it's something that's going to tighten down. Remember, cataracts is one of the 3 conditions that is covered under original Medicare, which would be covered under the Medicare supplement, only subject to your Part B deductible. So we're not just talking Med Advantage here. If things start to go down, that they're tightening up, that will impact everybody, not just the Med Advantage, which is where this is poking its head up right now.
Got it.
Exciting.
You want to talk about GoodRx?
Yes, let's talk about GoodRx. I think GoodRx is well enough known now. It's like in every doctor's office, every pharmacy, that most people are familiar with it. Most of our clients are familiar with it. It was a way to save money. Now, we've been talking all summer about something that we are pushing instead of GoodRx. GlickRx. Now, the reason we've been pushing GlickRx is because you could get deeper discounts with Glick than you could with GoodRx. And GoodRx kind of does a little bait and switch. Like they'll publish this rate, and after you fill the prescription, they'll add a dispensing fee, and then they'll raise it in 3 months once they already got you. And you're like, okay, well, it's still better than what I was, but I don't like that. Anyway, now we have a great reason to not like them even more. Was that a nice way of saying hate them?
I mean, we're not haters.
We're not.
But she kind of strongly dislike.
We strongly dislike GoodRx right now.
Because they have been purchased.
No, they're not purchased. Okay. They formed a marketing agreement.
They formed a marketing agreement with a big dog in the market. Can we say their name?
Sure.
Okay. Go Health. So this marketing agreement is taking all of your clients' information and merging it with, do we say
your
the
competitor?
Devil? Oh, your competitor. Your competitor.
It's all going to go to Go Health, which is now publicly traded, which is in a Securities and Exchange lawsuit for fraud for Go Health, inflating their price when they did their IPO last year. Blah, 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 blah.
So good.
If you follow me, you know a whole bunch of this drama in our industry. That being a side note, which I still think is shitty. But forget the lawsuit. What matters is if your clients all use GoodRx, all their information is now going to your competitor, Go Health, one of the largest call centers in the country. So you don't want that.
What about Silver Sneakers?
Well, we'll go back to that. Use GoodRx. We're doing webinars every week. Talk to your marketer about it. It's going to save your clients money, and they don't have an agreement to take your client information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Protect your book.
Now let's make it even better.
Okay.
Let's go to Silver Sneakers. If your client uses Silver Sneakers, they also formed. Is that what your image for an agreement?
Yeah.
They formed an agreement with
Go Health.
Go Health. So that everybody that uses their Silver Sneakers benefit, their information will now be given to Go Health so they can market them for Medicare. So if you have clients that love Silver Sneakers and you talk to them about it during your AEP, make sure you warn them that Go Health is going to call them and act like, oh, hey, we have a relationship, and oh, hey.
Or I'm part of the team with your agent. We'll just make one minor change and blah, blah, blah.
Right, and just kind of mislead them.
Don't make any changes without talking to me, your agent.
Right. So, dang it. It just makes it. These big conglomerates just make it harder and harder for the little guy to do a job.
Caving in on us.
For our clients. Right. So all we're trying to do is make sure you guys understand the playing field, and then you can educate and prepare your clients, and you'll be fine.
Being proactive.
It's if you don't know, that's when you are just feeding your competitors.
Right.
So if you guys don't subscribe,
we're gonna have some consequences.
Yeah, if you don't subscribe, I don't want you to watch anymore.
You're not allowed to watch.
We're teaching you, and you're not giving us the one thing we need, which is a subscribe. So just stop. Stop watching us.
You're off our Christmas card list. Everything.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. If you are subscribing, my sister and I, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank you. Okay, let's talk. Let's tell them some more stuff.
Alrighty. Okay, so this is fresh off the press. It looks like CMS is extending open enrollment for the ACA through January 15, 2022. So the Biden administration, they're really trying to promote how invested they are in making healthcare accessible to more people. So our selling season just grew by another 30 days. We're doing lots of webinars. A lot more ACA carriers are in the market now than ever before. So if you are in that market, you want to be sure to be checking out the different trainings and all the opportunities, because they're actually paying commission now, which is a good thing. All right, folks, that's all we have for this week. We have so much more information, so be sure to tune in next week. Good selling. We'll talk to you soon.